What's up, Planner Babe? This is Arlie Plans. My name is Arel. Welcome back to my channel. And for this week's video, I am going to show you the second part of my favorite planner tools. So my video last week, I was showcasing some of my physical favorite tools that I use for planning, like inserts, dividers, stickers, my label maker, paper trimmer, and all of that. So if you guys want to check the first part, I will be linking it around the screen for check out the cards. So for this week, I am sharing my favorite digital planning tools, and not like digital planning meaning I do planning on my phone or my iPad, none of that, but the digital like programs that I use that help me like create my inserts or some dividers, some deco, and you know, like type up some things in already existing inserts from different shops. So I will be sharing 3 of my most used digital programs, and I am going to do mini tutorials of how to use each one so that it might help you you know, maximize your planning. So the first one that we are going to do is Adobe Acrobat. So Adobe Acrobat is a program that is basically anything related to PDFs. So it does have a free and a paid version. I am using the paid version, and that's what I'm going to show you guys. If you are interested, I am not in any way associated with Adobe, but I just love using it. And if you guys have the means, it's definitely a great like tool to invest in if you are into, you know, typing up a lot of stuff in your PDFs in their inserts and then printing them out. So main example that I'm going to show you in my Amica right here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to show you guys on Acrobat, and this is what I have. So this is my planning routine little like mini fold out. It's not technically an insert, but it's a fold out print insert that you can print, not necessarily put in your planner like in rings or whatever, but you can just like keep it on hand. This is actually from Peanuts Planner Co. I will be linking this exact one down below if you guys are interested. But yeah, so instead of me writing them down, I have a love-hate relationship with my handwriting. So what I did is I used Adobe Acrobat to type my routines in these specific columns. So I have monthly, weekly, and then daily. And on the back, I just printed a graphic that I have. So yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing how I did this, let's get on with it.
So the first thing that we are going to do is use Adobe Acrobat, which is right here. So I have my file on the ready. So we're just gonna right click this bad boy, and then we're gonna see click open to Adobe Acrobat. So here she is. This is the planning routine fold out / insert from Peanuts Planner Co. It has a routine on the top, and then it actually has the ideal schedule on the bottom. But if you guys saw earlier in the video, I just showed the routine part because I don't necessarily use this because I don't have an ideal schedule. I don't work from Monday to Friday. My work days are different every week. So that's why I just ended up using this part right here, and I'm going to show you how to fill this out. But of course, you can definitely fill this out on your own too if you have this insert, and you can kind of just write the schedule so you have. I think I'll show you, just like make up like a little schedule for myself just to show you how. So I'm going to flip her over so you guys can see better. There we go. So in here, it has, you can see like the little crop marks to like for folding and everything, and then same as with the bottom. So what we're going to do is click edit PDF. So what you're going to see is that there's going to be like boxes over here. So you can definitely change this if you want to, but for the use that I didn't necessarily have to change it. And then you can also change, of course, like the types right here. I'm going to have to flip this over in a little bit when we go to this part. So to make it easier, I'm just going to show you how to fill it in, and then I'm just going to copy what I have already to make it easier so that we're just not making shit as we go along. So for my monthly, so you can choose right here like what type of font you want, like what size. So right here we're going to click the add text, and then you're just going to click right here in this part, and then you're going to choose, let's say we're going to make it like a little bigger font, probably a little bit bigger, size 12, and then if you want it bold, italicized, underlined, and all that. So we're going to do, it's actually a little bigger, so we'll make that a little smaller instead. We'll do 9. There you go. So what I did is take out previous, if I knew how to type, previous month. I think it's still a little bigger, so let's make it smaller. I think the 8 was what the 8 was fine. And then add another one right here. So I did print and prep new inserts. This is my monthly routine, guys. Set up monthly calendar, and so on and so forth. And then right here, so you want to add, so just like keep clicking. As long as this add text is highlighted right here, that's the function you're currently doing right now. So you can even add like a text right here. So let's say, let's do like let's change like the font. So, and then let's make it bigger. So let's do like quote of the month. And then you can like add something, let's say, I wonder what quote, okay. So you are a match for your mountain. It's like the first quote I saw like in my planner. That's why this is what I'm adding. So there you go. And then you can edit it as you go along. So let's say I'm going to like click this part. So you can adjust. Oh, not that actually. I think it's this one. Yeah. So you can, move it along, move the boxes to however you want to. And then with mine, you can either like delete the numbers if you don't have a lot of like, entries in these boxes, and you can add other things right here. So you just do the add text or do the edit. And then you can also add like an image, but I didn't do that for mine because I wanted to keep it simple. So that's what is happening. And then, so I'm gonna actually like save it, but not save it to another document because I didn't want to save like the original one. So if you want to save it as a PDF, you can save it in whatever folder you choose to. And then, so I'm gonna save it to the desktop for now. So planning routine tutorial. So it's saved as a PDF. So I'm gonna hit close. So I'm gonna close the document. And then so it closed like the editing part of it. So I'm gonna flip this over. So this is what we can see like this time, and now this other one is opposite because the way you print it on your printer, that's why the sides are upside down. So we're gonna go ahead and choose edit. And then now right here, let's say we can add some objects. So we can do add text. So for this part, let's say you are working from 7. So I'll just add like work right here. So let's make it a little bit smaller and then move it around, say like right here. I'm actually going to make it a little center. There we go. Move it a little bit more to make it centered on the top, and then you can add some. So another way that you can do it is actually, let's flip her counterclockwise. Nope. So I'm going to rotate it right here, like do like a little 90. There we go. And then just kind of like add or make it bigger. So let's see, maybe we can do that. So it kind of like occupies that, and then you can just do, you can add like little colors, put some highlights. Let's try putting in some highlights. I actually never used this insert before, that's why I'm a little struggling right now. Sorry guys, I should have prepared like a lot better. But yeah, so you can do some stuff like that. You can definitely play around with it. But there's a lot of like possibilities with this program right here. So that's editing the text, and I want to show you guys how to organize pages as well. So I'm going to close this little project of ours and move along right ahead with the combining or organizing. The thing I'm going to show you guys is how to rearrange and organize pages depending on how you want to print them. So I'm going to select all of these inserts right here. This is my self-care planner from the Milu Lilu shop on Etsy. So I selected all of these, they're in the folder, and then I'm going to open them with Adobe Acrobat again. So here they are, and what I'm going to do is to organize pages, or actually combine them first because they're all in separate files. What I'm going to do is combine. So right here, I'm going to choose Add Open Files, and then I'm going to deselect this other one because it's not really included. So I'm going to add from 1 to 9 all the stuff that I opened, and I'm going to do Add Files. And here they are. So right now it's like showing this like little thing. It's actually because the way like that the file is downloaded, but so you can like what you do, you can rearrange pages. So this is how they were ordered initially. So you can like either put this as the first page and then do this as a second page and do this as a third, fourth page, or however you guys see fit. And then when you guys are done, you can hit combine. So it'll combine, and this is what it's going to look like combined. And yeah, so this is like one of my favorite things on Adobe Acrobat is you can combine different files, not necessarily coming from the same source, if you guys want to print however, and it's just like such an easy way to do it. So I showed you guys how to edit, and I showed you guys how to combine and organize, and those are mostly the two uses that I have for this program, and it's honestly the best thing ever. So thank you for watching. Okay, so we are done with Adobe Acrobat. Next I'm going to show you is actually a really popular program that is a best friend for planner babes right now, or not just planner babes, like creative types in general, and it is Canva. So let me show you what I've made with Canva. It is an online program where you can just basically do all the things, and you guys will know what I'm talking about when I'm actually going to show you the tutorial part. So let me just show you what I made. So this is a dashboard of an A5 size that I made, and it has all my favorite things Ravenclaw related. So Ravenclaw is my Hogwarts house. So I just downloaded a couple of pictures here and about online and then put them all together and made this on Canva. Another thing that I made is this bad boy. So these are the contents of my extension. If you guys don't recognize this big chunky planner right here.
So this one I made, and I did follow an available template already. So I kind of just edited the colors, the fonts, obviously, the actual content, and just made it my own. So I am going to show you how I made this insert or contents on for my planner. I'm probably going to make one that's slightly similar but not to a point. I'm probably going to choose like a different template so I could show you guys how you can make it through templates or just like make it on your own from scratch. So I'm going to do two things, and let's get on with it.
So next thing in our tutorial is Canva. So I'm going to go to Canva right now. So Canva is a website. You can do it mostly done online. Actually, I don't think they have a desktop type of whatchamacallit, like an app that you can download, but they do have an app on your phone as well, or on your iPad if you guys are interested in making those in there. So let me show you guys what we'll do. So for the Canva part, we are going to make an insert with just like a little quote on it, and we're going to do it on a personal size. So if you guys are making something from scratch, so what you're going to do is create a design, and then you're going to click custom dimensions, and depending on the planner size that you are interested in making. So for this part, we are going to do an A5 or a personal. So let's actually start with a personal. So we're going to change it to inches and enter the dimensions of the personal size insert, which is 3.75 for the width and then 6.75 for the height. And what you do is you're just going to lock that ratio and create design. And this is what it looks like. So to make it easier, if you are planning, just like playing around with it for the first time, you can do templates. So there are available templates on Canva already that you can use. So you can kind of just like edit on your own and then like go from there. So let's say for this part, we're just going to make like a little quote. So you can either do, let's like pick something really cute. So let's say right here. So there's like a template available already. So once you like click on there, it'll automatically move it to your page. So here there's like different colors and there's like different icons that you can keep changing. So let's see right here. So let's pick a quote. Let's see, what kind of quote are we gonna do? Let's see, I'm like Googling like quote of the day right now. Okay, this one I like. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. So obviously it occupied the entire page because the font is too big. So I'm going to select all of them and then change it, let's say, to 32. There you go, perfect. And then you can like switch out the font. So I do have the paid version of Canva, and to know which fonts are available if you're using the free version, this little crown right here, it says, as a Canva Pro user, you can use this font for free. So let's pick something that's not in the Pro. Just pick something really simple and cute. There you go. So there is the quote right there. The font has changed. You can definitely delete this part if you want to. So we're just going to select it and hit this little delete button. So it's going to go away. And then this one you can change the colors. So This is a little too yellow for me. It's definitely not my color scheme. So what you can do, see this is my brand colors. It knows. So it has like the pink right here, and then you can definitely change this to black if you want to, and then maybe gray, and then a little darker gray. Change this to more of a pink again, and then here a gray. This one's black, and then this one to pink, pink, and then pink. So it definitely changed like the way like the colors are. And you can also do this, or you can do black, and then you can make new colors as well depending on how you want them. So it's like green, and it'll change right here as you play with the colors. So that's what we picked. And there you go. It's pretty easy. And if you want to make this, say if you like this layout, this little like patterns right here, and you want to change like the quote, but you want to keep this, what you can do is click this part, which it'll copy the exact same page, and then just change the quote into something else. So let's say a goal without a plan is just a wish. So this one's a little too small because the quote is shorter, so we can make it bigger. Too big, can make it smaller. There you go. And then you can also adjust like the boxes so that without has a T on the end. So yeah, that's like absolutely how you do it, and you can just play around with the templates if you want to, and then you can make something like entirely different. You can add backgrounds, you can do that, you can do this, and then so you can also put some images of your own. So this is like an image that I have. This is from UNI Graphics, but I uploaded it when making my planner cards. So you can like do this and like add it, and then choose like different little elements on here. You can make your own text. There are some combinations already that are pre-made if you are interested. And then you can put some elements as well. So let's say I'm going to take this out because I don't really like it. Let's make something really cute. So let's say I'm going to choose this marble pattern right here. Or I think this one's a lot better. Okay, so this one, and then we'll choose like a little element. So you can have so some lines. You can see all, and there's like our different lines right here. So obviously, since it's white and white, you can change it to black, and then you can change the other line to like gray, and then the other one to a gray. So there you go, and then you can like move it around, and that's what it looks like. And let's add some text, maybe this part. Ooh, I like this one. So let's say this one, let's do planning, and then this one, let's do routine. Pretty easy. So planning, routine, and like add a text body. So we'll do like daily, and then check tasks for today, and then just like fill it out as you go along. And then if you want to add more, so here let's do weekly, and then go from there. So yeah, that's how you do it. And I've recently learned this as well. So if you, let's say you have this like completed and you have it saved, you can actually resize it into another planner size if you are interested. So let's say you are like so in love with this quote right here, you want it both in your personal or your A5. So let's say we're gonna resize, and then So I have like recents right here. So these are when I made my freebie, I have them saved. But for A5, we want to do 5 by 8 and 8.3, which is right here. So copy and resize. And then it'll open like a new page. And there you go. It's in an A5 size. It's like, isn't that so awesome? I absolutely love Canva. It makes it so easy to use. And if you have your templates, if you're still getting a hang of like actually using it, and then you can like obviously like create your own. And that is Canva. So like I said, I am using the Pro version, but definitely there's already so many great options for you guys to use just with the free version. I just like having the Pro with certain elements and like fonts. But yeah, the free version already is like so worth it. And yeah, so that is what I made. So now you can like see it in your designs right here. So you can like definitely see like all the stuff that you've made. You guys see my freebies. This is where I make like my YouTube stuff as well. And yeah, so this is what we did. Absolutely. And you can definitely rename it instead of like copy. So this is like the A5 version. And then this one you can do personal and it'll save right there and then. So yeah, Canva, friggin' awesome. Thank you guys for watching.
And that was Canva. Wasn't that so much fun? I honestly love that program. Like even without Acrobat and what I'm going to show you next, which is Photoshop, if Canva was the only existing, you know, program, I'll be fine with it. But last but not least, I will be showing you how to use Photoshop. And I am not in any way an expert on Photoshop. I am more of a really baby novice type of thing. But I'm learning tons from, YouTube, and my brother is actually more proficient in Photoshop than I am since he's a photographer. But let me show you what I did in Photoshop, and maybe you guys recognize these all over Instagram, which are my nerdy dividers or nerdy dashboards. Super simple. And yes, I made all these in Photoshop. So I am going to show you guys how to make nerdy, not necessarily nerdy, but like minimal decorative dashboards, which are like so. So we're going to choose like a bunch of quotes that we love, and then we're going to make it in Photoshop.
Okay, so last but not least, I am going to show you how I use Photoshop. Photoshop is one of the most complicated programs out there. I mean, for me at least, because I don't use it for like photography stuff, and I just mostly use it to create like inserts and dividers. So what I'm going to show you guys is I am going to make a little dashboard and a preview dashboard for what my theme is for March. So I'm going to create new, and I'm going to make it as a personal size. I do have my sizes saved already, and as I showed you guys on Canva earlier. So what you're gonna do, you're just gonna fill out the dimensions right here. So I'm going to use the personal size and just keep these as they are. So I'm going to hit create, and it'll be this. So I'm going to add the photo of what my nerdy dashboard theme is for the month of March. Just a little preview. Where did I save it? Oh, I saved it on downloads. I'm going to drag like an image, so just choose whatever folder you guys, where you want your image from, or whatever other graphic. And here she is. This is my nerdy dashboard theme for the month of March, and it's all about Mulan, because the new Mulan movie is coming out. I actually don't know if it's going to be any good, but the theme is all going to be with the animated movie. So once your image is right there, you can just like drag and adjust wherever you want to put it. And I think for me, I'm actually going to put it on the top, and then I'm going to put the quote in the bottom. So to put the text, you just like pick this option right here. So you pick that out, and then you wait and wait for something, and there we are. So I love that quote from the movie that says, "The flower that blooms in adversity is rare and most beautiful of all." It's definitely from Mulan. I think the emperor like said this in the end. So what you can do now is edit the font, whatever you want. So I think I'm going to pick, my Photoshop is a little bit slow, but it's okay. I just like use it for here because I've been more comfortable in using Canva. I actually use Canva more now, but for my dashboards, I use Photoshop. So this is the quote right here, and if you guys want to edit it more, make it bigger, so you can just adjust the font, and then like click the move tool, and then that's how you can move the quote everywhere. And just move the photo, and then you can actually see if like the photo is centered right here, and then if you want to move it to the middle, if it's like centered right there as well. There you go. And then if you want to like layer things, if you want to put like the quote like on top of the image, so you can do that, and then you can also adjust it right here if you want. So this part, it'll cover the quote right here because the quote is on the bottom of the image, but if you switch it out, it'll actually be, the quote will be on top. So yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, this is just how I use Photoshop. I just wanted to share with you guys like how I do, and this is what I mostly use it for, to make my dashboards. But you can definitely use this whole process on Canva as well. So like I said, I'm not like super proficient. There's more others out there who are a lot more proficient on Photoshop, and I'm pretty sure they can explain things better, but I just wanted to show you how I use it for myself. So yeah, thanks for watching.
And there we have it, guys. So I hope you guys liked those tutorial videos. I'm sorry if they're not like as educational, and if the instructions didn't make sense. I try to explain as much as I can. I like suck at explaining things. Usually I like to teach, but like at work, like I do it like I think I do it really well, but for some reason here I don't know, I was like nervous. But yeah, so I hope those make sense. If you guys have any questions, please like shoot me a comment down below. I will be happy to answer all your questions. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video and if it made sense, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And of course, if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye.